United 025 India November, reduced speed.
Aeromexico 2830 is 30 nautical miles north of Tlaxcala at 30,100 feet, requesting aisles approach any runway at Benito Juarez.
Reduced speed to 210 knots, United 025 India November. Aeromexico 7019, continuous filed, expect the aisles approach runway 5 right at Benito Juarez. Roger, Aeromexico 7019. Lufthansa 498 Victor Alpha, turn left heading 200, descend and maintain 10,000.
Turn left heading 200, descend and maintain 10,000, Lufthansa 498 Victor Alpha.
Aeromexico 208, descend and maintain 17,000.
Descend and maintain 17,000, Aeromexico 208.
Lufthansa 498 Victor Alpha, continuous filed. Swiss 1103, do not exceed 160 knots.
Continuous file, Lufthansa 498 Victor Alpha.
Continue as filed, Aeromexico 2830.
Emirates 3 Echo Zulu Heavy, contact Benito Juarez Tower on 118.55. Contacting Benito Juarez Tower on 118.55, Emirates 3 Echo Zulu Heavy. Lufthansa 498 Victor Alpha, do not exceed 160 knots. Aeromexico 208, turn right heading 340.
Do not exceed 160 knots, Lufthansa 498 Victor Alpha.
Azul 350 Super, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Turn right heading 340, Aeromexico 208.
Descend and maintain flight level 190, Azul 350 Super. Lufthansa 498 Victor Alpha, execute missed approach, turn left heading 150, climb and maintain 14,000.
Executing missed approach, turn left heading 150, climb and maintain 14,000, Lufthansa 498 Victor Alpha.
Condor 245 Heavy is 7 nautical miles north of Toluca Lake at 11,800 feet, requesting visual approach any runway at Benito Juarez.
Delta 585 is 20 nautical miles northwest of Atizapán de Zaragoza at 19,400 feet, requesting aisles approach runway 5 right at Benito Juarez. Condor 245 Heavy, airport is unable to accept arriving traffic, please divert to a suitable airport.
TAM 8112 Heavy is 29 nautical miles southwest of Puebla International at 20,100 feet, requesting aisles approach runway 5 right at Benito Juarez.
Delta 585, continuous filed, expect the aisles approach runway 5 right at Benito Juarez. Swiss 1103, descend and maintain 9,000. Mexico approach, descend and maintain 9000, maintain 9000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 5 right approach. Descend and maintain 9000, maintain 9000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 5 right, Delta 585. German cargo 93 Delta Whiskey Heavy, descend and maintain 10,000. Descend and maintain 10,000, German cargo 93 Delta Whiskey Heavy.
Aeromexico 2830, minimum fuel, 24 minutes remaining.
German cargo 93 Delta Whiskey Heavy, do not exceed 180 knots.
TAM 8112 Heavy is 13 nautical miles south of Benito Juarez at 14,000 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 5 right at Benito Juarez.
ASL 350 Super, do not exceed 180 knots. Do not exceed 180 knots, German cargo 93 Delta Whiskey. Aeromexico 2830, contact Mexico approach on 119.
Contacting Mexico approach on 119.75, Aeromexico 2830. Aeromexico 2830 is 14 nautical miles southwest of Aeromexico at 27,700 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Benito Juarez.
Aeromexico 2830, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 5 right at...
Roger, Aeromexico 2830. Air India 017.
Aeromexico 2830, turn left heading 230, descend and maintain flight level 200.
Turn left heading 230, descend and maintain flight level 200, Aeromexico 2830.
Mexico approach, KLM 685 Heavy, review at 24,000.
Air India 017, continue as filed, expect the ILS approach runway 5 right at Benito Juarez.
Roger, Air India 017.
India Delta Romeo Alpha Yankee, contact Mexico approach on 121.2. KLM 685 Heavy, radar contact. Contact
Aeromexico 2830, minimum fuel, 26 minutes remaining.
Aeromexico 702, descend and maintain 13,000. Descend and maintain 13,000, Aeromexico 2830, expect no undue delay.
Aeromexico 2830, requesting descent to 12,000.
Aeromexico 2830, descend and maintain 14,000.
Descend and maintain 14,000, Aeromexico 2830.
KLM 685 Heavy, reduce speed to 240 knots. Aeromexico 702, descend and maintain 14,000. Descend and maintain 14,000, Aeromexico 702. Aeromexico 2830, reduce speed to 250 knots.
Reduce speed to 250 knots, Aeromexico 2830.
Aeromexico 2830, turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 14,000. KLM 685 Heavy, turn left heading 190, descend and maintain 14,000.
Turn left heading 190, descend and maintain 14,000, KLM 685 Heavy.
Aeromexico 702, turn left heading 350. Air India 017, turn left heading 010, descend and maintain 14,000.
Turn left heading 01.
Aeromexico 2830, turn right heading 200, turn left heading 350.
Turn right heading 200, Aeromexico 2830.
Aeromexico 2830, reduce speed to 230 knots.
Reduce speed to 230 knots, Aeromexico 2830.
Aeromexico 702, do not exceed 220 knots. Do not exceed 220 knots, Aeromexico 702. KLM 685 Heavy, reduce speed to 230 knots. KLM 685 Heavy, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 5 right at Benito Juarez. Aeromexico 2830, turn left heading 160.
Roger.
Turn left heading 160, Aeromexico 2830.
Air India 017, reduce speed to 220 knots.
Reduce speed to 220 knots, Air India 017.
Aeromexico 229 is 19 nautical miles west of General Mariano at 22,300 feet, requesting Isles approach run. Aeromexico 2830, reduce speed to 210 knots.
Reduce speed to 210 knots, Aeromexico 2830.
Aeromexico 78, turn right heading 290, climb and maintain 16,000. Aeromexico 229, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 5 right at Benito Juarez.
Turn right heading 290, climb and maintain 16,000, Aeromexico 78.
Aeromexico 702, descend and maintain 13,000. Roger, Aeromexico 229. KLM 685 Heavy, turn left heading 150, descend and maintain 13,000, Aeromexico 702.
Turn left heading 150, KLM 685 Heavy.
KLM 685 Heavy, resume on navigation.
Resume on navigation, KLM 685 Heavy.
KLM 685 Heavy, reduce speed to 220 knots.
Reduce speed to 220 knots, KLM 685 Heavy.
Air India 017, turn left heading 330.
Turn left heading 330, Air India 017.
Aeromexico 229, reduce speed to 230 knots. Reduce speed to 230 knots, Aeromexico 229. KLM 685 Heavy, contact Mexico approach on 121.2.
Contacting Mexico approach on 121.2, KLM 685 Heavy.
Aeromexico 702, turn left heading 270. Turn left heading 270, Aeromexico 702. Aeromexico 702, contact Mexico approach on 121.2. Contacting Mexico approach on 121.2, Aeromexico 702. Aeromexico 853 is 28 nautical miles southwest of Puebla International at 18,500 feet, requesting Isles approach runway 5 right at Benito Juarez. Aeromexico 853, continue as filed, expect the Isles approach runway 5 right at Aeromexico 2830, resume on navigation.
Resume on navigation, Aeromexico 2830.
Aeromexico 2830, contact Mexico approach on 1.
Contacting Mexico approach on 121.2, Aeromexico 2830.
Turn left heading 090, descend and maintain 9,000. Maintain 9,000 until established on the local.
Mexico approach, Aeromexico 2830, with you at 14,000.
KLM 685 Heavy, continue as filed, expect the Isles approach runway 5 right at Benito. Aeromexico 2830, radar contact. Turn right heading 330, Aeromexico 702.
Aeromexico 2830, emergency fuel, 19 minutes remaining.
Aeromexico 2830, copy emergency fuel. Aeromexico 702, reduce speed to 210 knots. Reduce speed to 210 knots, Aeromexico 702. Lufthansa 498 Victor Alpha, contact Benito Juarez Tower on 118.55.
Contacting Benito Juarez Tower on 118.55, Lufthansa 498 Victor Alpha.
Aeromexico 702, turn left heading 240. Turn left heading 240, Aeromexico 702. Aeromexico 2830, do not exceed 180 knots.
Do not exceed 180 knots. Aeromexico 2830.
Aeromexico 702, do not exceed 180 knots. Do not exceed 180 knots, Aeromexico 702. Aeromexico 702, turn left heading 160, descend and maintain 12,000. Turn left heading 160, descend and maintain 12,000, Aeromexico 702. Aeromexico 2830, do not exceed 160 knots.
Do not exceed 160 knots. Aeromexico 2830.
Descend and maintain 9,000. Maintain 9,000 until established on the localizer. Clear dials runway 5 right. KLM 685 heavy.
Aeromexico 702, do not exceed 160 knots. KLM 685 heavy, contact Benito Juarez Tower on 118.55, do not exceed 160 knots, Aeromexico 702.
Contacting Benito Juarez Tower on 118.55, KLM 685 heavy.
2500. 2500.
Aeromexico 702, descend and maintain 10,000. Descend and make. Aeromexico 2830, descend and maintain 9,000. Maintain 9,000 until established on the localizer. Clear dials runway 5 right approach.
Descend and maintain 9,000. Maintain 9,000 until established on the localizer. Clear dials runway 5 right. Aeromexico 2830.
Aeromexico 2830, contact Benito.
Contacting Benito Juarez Tower on 118.55, Aeromexico 2830. Benito Juarez Tower, Aeromexico 2830, inbound on the ILS runway 5 right.
Beeline 252, hold short of runway 5 left.
Roger, Malaysian 6767. Holding short runway 5 left, Beeline 252.
FedEx 23 heavy, wind 0703, runway 5 left. Aeromexico 2830, wind 0703, number 2, runway 5 right, clear to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 5 right, Aeromexico 2830.
Lufthansa 498 Victor Alpha, contact Benito Juarez ground on 121.85. Contacting Benito Juarez ground on 121.85, Lufthansa 498 Victor Alpha.
Benito Juarez Tower, Malaysian 6767, ready for departure in sequence of runway 5 left, departing straight out.
Malaysian 6767, hold short of runway 5 left.
Holding short runway 5 left, Malaysian 6767.
KLM 685 Heavy, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite. FedEx 23 Heavy, contact Mexico Center on 127.0. Beeline 252, wind 0703, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff.
Contacting Mexico Center on 127.0, FedEx 23 Heavy.
Wilco, KLM 685 Heavy.
Malaysian 6767, line up and wait runway 5 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 5 left, Beeline 252. Line up and wait runway 5 left, Malaysian 6767.
500. 400. 300.
400. Benito Juarez Tower, Aeromexico 702, inbound on the ILS runway 5 right.
Aeromexico 702, wind 0703,
100.
number 1, runway 5 right, clear to land.
50.
Number 1, clear to
30.
land, runway 5 right,
20.
Aeromexico 702. Benito Juarez Tower, Singapore 111, ready for departure at runway 5 right, departing straight out.
Singapore 111, cross runway 5 right, please expedite.
Crossing runway 5 right, Singapore 111. Benito Juarez Tower, Malaysian 6767, ready for departure at runway 5 left, departing straight out.
Malaysian 6767, avoid sending duplicate messages. Beeline 252, contact Mexico Center on 127.0.
Benito Juarez Tower, Singapore 111, ready for departure at runway 5 right, departing straight out. Contacting Mexico Center on 127.0, Beeline 252.
Singapore 111, hold short of runway 5 right. Singapore 111, Aeromexico 2830, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite.
I'm
Wilco, Aeromexico 2830. Aeromexico 2830, request permission to cross runway 5 left.
Aeromexico 2830, cross runway 5 left.
Crossing runway 5 left.
Aeromexico 2830, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxi to parking, Aeromexico 2830.
November 779 Sierra Victor, request frequency change.
November 779 Sierra Victor, contact Benito Juarez Tower on 118.55. Aeromexico 205, pushback approved, tail to the east, expect runway 5 left. Sierra Tango,
Thank you, Aeromexico 2830.
pushback approved, tail to the south, runway 5 left. Sierra Tango Echo Foxtrot Hotel.
Benito Juarez ground, Aeromexico 799, ready for pushback with information hotel.
Aeromexico 799, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Aeromexico 799.
Benito Juarez ground, Emirates 370 heavy, ready for pushback with information hotel.
Emirates 370 Heavy, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Emirates 370 heavy.
Benito Juarez ground, Aeromexico 702, request taxi to gate 18 at the Terminal 1.
Aeromexico 702, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxi to parking, Aeromexico 702.
Aeromexico 702, hold short of runway 5 left.
Hold short of runway 5 left, Aeromexico 702. You're welcome, Air India 747 Super.
Aeromexico 702, cross runway 5 left.
Crossing runway 5 left, Aeromexico 702. Benito Juarez ground, Foxtrot Yankee Juliet Kilo Golf, ready for pushback with information hotel.
Benito Juarez ground, Sierra Tango Echo Foxtrot Hotel, ready to taxi with information hotel. Sierra Tango Echo Foxtrot Hotel, taxi to runway 5 left, contact tower when ready. Taxi to runway 5 left, Sierra Tango Echo Foxtrot Hotel. Foxtrot Yankee Juliet Kilo Golf, pushback approved. Foxtrot Yankee Juliet.
Stand by, Aeromexico 2830. Thank you, good day, Aeromexico 2830.
Benito Juarez ground, KLM 246, ready for pushback with information hotel.
Benito Juarez ground, Emirates 370 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 5 left with information hotel.
KLM 246, pushback approved. KLM 246, give way to aircraft on your right. Emirates 370 Heavy, taxi to runway 5 left, contact tower when ready. Give way to aircraft, KLM 246.
You are welcome, Aeromexico 2830.
Aeromexico 799, taxi to runway 5 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxi to runway 5 left, Aeromexico 799.